When something can be read without effort, great effort has gone into its writing. Don't be afraid to challenge the pros, even in their own backyard. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. When they say the sky's the limit to me, that's really true. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. He who knows he is a fool is not the biggest fool. He who knows he is confused is not in the worst confusion. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. Life isn't about escaping, but it's all about experiencing. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Consideration for others is the basis of a good life, a good society. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. The petty thief is imprisoned, but the big thief becomes a feudal lord. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. We say later, later, until later becomes too late, and all we can think of is if only. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. Do no harm, and leave the world a better place than you found it. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. You cannot open a book without learning something. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. Do good. Live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. When deeds and words are in accord, the whole world is transformed. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Your life has a limit, but knowledge has none. If you use what is limited to pursue what has no limit, you will be in danger. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. The terrible thing about the quest for truth is that you find it. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow. The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. Stop trying to create a new you around the same old people. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. All I have is all I need, and all I need is all I have in this moment. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Correct your mistake as soon as you have found it. The most important person you meet in life is your higher self. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying the number is infinite. Choose to correct your mistakes rather than comparing it to others. If at first you don't succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. If you derive joy in destroying others, you won't go far in life. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. As he learns the truth will automatically free him. To understand the limitation of things, desire them. Everything is hard before it is easy. We live only now. Everything else is either past or is unknown. Everyone who got to where they are had to begin where they were. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. Take care of your body. Remember, health is another form of wealth. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. The best way to cheer yourself is to cheer somebody else up. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions.